Good morning, students. Today we are going to start lesson number 14, and that is about magnets and magnetism. Daily in our homes, we observe so many things: the mobile cover, the door of a refrigerator. Different objects, they show different properties which we daily observe, but we don't think about that. For example, you must have observed that if you leave the door of a refrigerator slightly open, it shuts down automatically. So, have you ever thought how it happens? It happens due to magnetic door closers that are fitted inside the refrigerator. Many cupboard doors, flaps of handbags, they also get closed in this manner. The magnets in these objects pull the door or the flap to shut. Similarly, you must have seen the pin holder, the common pin stick, the holder that containing a magnet. So, magnets are the materials that attract magnetic substances such as iron, nickel, and cobalt. So, what do we call magnets? What are the properties of magnets? What is the definition of a magnet? The magnet, we can say, the materials having the property of attracting magnetic substances are known as magnets. And the force exerted by magnet on the magnetic substance is called magnetic force. So we get to know that magnet is a material or an object that produces a magnetic field around itself. The magnetic field is invisible. We can't see that, but it can be felt, it can be observed. But it is responsible for the most notable property of a magnet. The magnetic field, though it is invisible, but it is responsible for the most notable, most important property of a magnet, a force that pulls on other ferromagnetic materials such as iron, and it attracts or repels other magnets. So either it will attract or it will repel. Attract means to come close and repel means to go away from something. So the magnets are the materials, they have the property of attracting ferromagnetic or the magnetic substances towards itself, and we call these substances as magnet which attract the magnetic substances, we call them magnets. How were these discovered? It is said that there was a shepherd named Magnus who lived in ancient Greece. So there is a popular story about the discovery of magnet, that he used to take his herd of sheep and goats to the nearby mountains for grazing, and he would also take a stick with him to control his herd. The group of sheep or goat is called herd. So he used to control them with a stick, and the stick had a small piece of iron attached at one end. So it was attached at one end so that it can provide strength to the stick, so that it remains strong for a longer time. It is durable, I can say. It works for a longer time. So one day he was surprised to find that he had to pull hard to free his stick from a rock on the mountain side. It seemed as if the stick was being attracted by the rock. The rock was a natural magnet and it attracted the iron tip of the shepherd's stick. So it is said that this is how natural magnets was discovered first time. So when it was difficult for him to free his stick from the rock, he asked somebody, and somebody told him, a wise man explained the natural magnetism of the rocks. And the natural magnets that are found, they are known as lodestone or the magnetite. These are the natural magnets that are found in nature. The natural magnets, they have different properties. In magnesia, the country where magnets were found, rocks contained large number of black stones which had the power to attract pieces of iron, and the black stone came to be known as the natural magnet, which we call as the lodestone or the leading stone because of the way it could be used to find directions. Today it is known as the mineral magnetite, that is Fe3O4, and is found in many different countries. So it is a natural magnet, and we will also discuss about the properties of natural magnets and artificial magnets. Once human being came to know about these magnets, the natural magnets, he came to know that such things occur in nature. Then he started experimenting and he started working on producing their own magnets artificially by their efforts, and we call them man-made magnets, artificial magnets.